We're right here. We're just pause. Just seeing if we can do this. We are ready to go into the next one. Holy cow. We've done it. We have entered the 12th hour.
Woohoo!
Two more, and we will officially be halfway there. So let's get into this one. Let me get up our next wonderful sponsor. Here we go. Shelva, how you doing?
Great.
All right. We're gonna go slow here. We got things to set up, clean up, fix, all that. I know. Going to ICCFA. I thought this was appropriate. I know this now, we're an episode off, but I thought this would be great, just so they can feel the love from Cincinnati.
Awesome.
You know? And then, oh yeah, this is a dump.
Got it.
Yeah, here, I'll help you. Here, take both of those.
So measuring, is that?
It needs to be rinsed. Oof. Okay. Perfect. Don't mind me, folks, but I am, this is one on the list that we're going to have to finish. A little coffee crunch in there. Fantastic. Folks, here we are. We are entering 23. Refreshing. Let me put this up so I can. Yeah, there we go. Now, bear with. Let me. Not the right shirt. Not for these guys. They already have this shirt. Not that this is a different shirt.
It's on the chair.
Ha! Shelf, you need any? What do you? Is that? Oh, that's the next. The next. So, here we go. I'm back.
Down to one stack of books.
Oh, I have more if we need them.
No, but we've got the perfect amount. Just saying that.
We might be short because I spilled one, and then Joe and them took a couple.
That's true.
Which is awesome. They made a great donation. Totally unexpected.
How are we with
This can go back. Don't need that.
How are we with strainers and shakers?
Urban.
How are we with strainers and shakers?
Got it. Yep. Yeah, we're good. So, yeah, here we are. Welcome back. We're running pretty well on time. I don't know if anybody else is impressed. But I can tell you, after making 22 cocktails, entering 23, which is putting us at hour 12. So we are ready to break the halfway mark. We get this hour underneath, we are halfway there. And actually, it's been a delicious first half. And the fun part is, I don't know that there's any cocktail on the list that I wasn't sure of. No, that's not true. There were a couple that I wasn't too sure exactly what they would be, but there have been some great surprises, but there's nothing on the list that I have feared. So, saying that, I know the rest of the show, we just have some great cocktails coming up. And this is another one of them. So, let's, first of all, give a shout out. Let me reach over here. We're going to get into the good private select. We got bourbon coming into this one. And we are getting ready. This is another. So this little shine a little light on this. So our next sponsor, Garvey Shearer Nordstrom law firm, located in the tri-state area, Northern Kentucky and Greater Cincinnati offices, and they have been a fantastic group. I worked with them. It's actually I was lucky enough. Little history. I shared a story about how I decided to go to law school, and I made a joke about how I didn't have a heart and all that. Well, the truth is that when I finished law school, so I actually went to law school at night and continued to work at a funeral home. Now, my plan was obviously when I finished law school.
Eric.
Who's on?
Eric from the news today.
He's on.
Yeah.
God, you're up early, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, so welcome. Enjoy. And a shout out to them. So, yeah, Eric was one. He came over from WLWT, did the filming, and great to meet, and very exciting. And they got that on twice.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And a news story.
And a news story.
Uh-huh.
And
a print story. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen the print yet.
You don't have time to read.
I don't have time to read. I barely have time to make cocktails.
That's a very true statement.
So anyway, welcome, enjoy, and thank you. So anyway, back to this long, drawn-out story that has no real purpose or meaning, but I do have to fill a half an hour with some history and something about the folks that are sponsoring this. So I go to law school. I finish law school, and then I have the onerous task of finding a job. Now, here's what I can tell you that's interesting. My background. So when my resume goes out, there are at least two things that are interesting to people. Applying at a law firm, the first thing that is going to be interesting is my background. I am a funeral director, embalmer, trying to get a job at a law firm. The second thing that will be interesting on my resume is my name, which is spelled P-O-U-L. So at this point, people probably figure I can't spell my own name, and what is this weird guy who is in death care? And we probably need to learn more. So what I experienced out of law school for the first couple months, well, this was actually before I graduated, were numerous interviews where people really just wanted to see who this person was. Who is this person who is a funeral director, an embalmer, and wants to become a lawyer and struggles spelling his own name. And now the good news is I got lots of interviews. But towards the end, I knew going in that once I arrived, I could basically say, you just wanted to see if I was kind of real. And they were like, yeah. And I gave them the story. They liked it and then moved on. But there was one law firm that was serious about hiring somebody. I got to meet them, and that is where I ended up meeting Garvey, Shearer, and Nordstrom. They, at the time, did not have their own law firm, but I was lucky enough to work with all of them as a incoming attorney. learned a ton, had a blast. Got to work with them and others, and yeah, it taught me so much, and that was, oh my gosh, how many years ago? 15 years ago. That's how old I am. I'm old. I like to think I'm young. It's longer than that, I bet. I bet you it's longer than that. Anyway, long story short, that is where I got my start in law. And I owe them a lot, because without a foot in the door and the opportunity to do that, I wouldn't be where I am now. And to this day, I will reach out and talk to them if I have issues or questions. And likewise, when they get an oddball question relating to the death world, I hopefully am their go-to person as well. So, saying all that, they are my Kentucky folk. While they do have an office here in Cincinnati, they are absolutely more Kentucky-oriented. And they had a request. They wanted the Kentucky Mule. And lo and behold, I can do that. So the Mule of itself is a great drink. And what a lot of people don't realize, it is probably one of the most riffed drinks out there. And so a riff on a drink is when they basically take the original, change something, and make a riff on it. And the Mule, the original Mule, which is basically vodka, lime juice, and ginger beer. That's the original Mule. There's all sorts of other versions. For example, the Kicking Mule is when you add jalapeno to a regular mule, right? Sounds good. You would like that.
Yeah.
Kicking Mule. The Georgia Mule is when you use peach puree in addition to the vodka. She's not going to do that one. No. Skinny Mule, you use diet ginger beer.
I'm all over that one.
So you can have yourself a Skinny Mule next time. There's
a Skinny Kicking Mule?
You can do a Skinny Kicking Mule. I think he would fall over, though, if he's skinny and trying to kick. But we could try it. There's a Mule Driver. A Mule Driver is when you add orange juice to the mix. Then there is the Mexican Mule. That's when you use tequila. There is a Lobo. No, I'm sorry. A London Mule. And that's gin, obviously. That makes sense. There's a Caribbean Mule. Rum. You guessed it. Jamaican Mule. Jamaican is a spiced rum. There's an Irish Mule, where we would bring out the Irish whiskey. And then the Kentucky Mule. And of all the riffs, so not only is the Mule the most riffed drink, the Kentucky Mule is actually the number one of all of the riffs. 80% of the time, it's 100% the choice. That's a little throwback to Anchorman. I don't know. 60% of the time when they make a riff, 100% of I know. I'll stop. I know. It's over. It's done.
Move on.
This is helping, though. That is absolutely helping.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah. Hey, we got people watching. I love it. So, the Mule. So, I think it's interesting, and I say that because I'm going to tell the story of how the Mule came about. And it's actually a pretty interesting story. So, again, it's a simple drink. You've got alcohol. You've got your typically vodka. You've got ginger beer, and you've got citrus. And then it's all put together, typically. Hold, please. Oh, come on. I have that one down here, don't I?
What?
Huh?
Copper cup?
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, my God. This is a lot further down than I expected it to be. Jesus. I literally, it's just all the way in the back.
You're in the basement.
Oh my gosh, I'm all the way downstairs, guys.
Oh,
Coming back.
And you can get up.
Ugh, barely.
I'm impressed.
Copper cup. Stole that one from a bar, had an L on it. No,
I was like,
I didn't.
Where did we get
Lachey's. Now, that would be funny for two reasons. One, they're gone, right? It's closed now, so I could say that. But of all the bars and all the places and all the joints, that is the one bar that this guy has had trouble in.
Yes.
Not once.
Twice? Yeah.
3 times. At least twice.
3 times.
Probably 3 times. And I don't know why. I'm an easygoing guy. But for some reason...
When somebody starts being a jerk, you get...
Yeah.
You feel justice.
Yes.
You feel like you step into the superhero role.
Well, and I believe that's the super alcohol role of when you feel like you can do anything. And I will... So, it is funny, though. So, this is not from Lachey's.
You have to say, though, the bartenders always take your side, though.
That is true. I was allowed back in.
Actually, they defended you a couple times.
So, the one was the guy who took your seat.
Yes. So, you were being a gentleman and defending my honor.
Gentleman.
Yes.
And I also walked him outside ready to beat the crap out of him.
Yes.
Not a finer moment of my life.
It was.
But it was a
St.
moment.
It was the end of St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, well, there you go. So wait, there could be there could be some commonness to it.
Who commented?
We actually got Kelby down the street.
Oh, is he coming up?
Yeah.
Sweet.
We are in hour 12?
Yes.
No, end of hour 11.
Yes.
Yeah.
Episode 23.
Yeah. 20.
Third cocktail.
Underway. So, anyway, just to understand why the humor of me saying the L was for Lachey, that was a little... That's not bad. That's good humor for, 22 cocktails in. The brain is still... The synapses. The synapses?
Synapses.
The synapses are still snapping.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway. Anywho, here's the story. Sometimes fate is a funny little thing, and there's a lot of fate that happened to get the mule to work. Because this isn't like you got your chocolate and my peanut butter. No, you got your peanut butter and my chocolate. This is like this is a triple entendre. This is the triple entendre. So
is this the Rush moving pictures of?
Yes, it is. What was the name of the album? Isn't that what the? Anyway, we have a whole
Exit Stage.
Anyway, here's the story. In case you want to know how the mule became the mule and
Exit
why.
Stage Left.
Oh, that was the Rush album, Exit Stage Left. Mm-hmm. That's a example of a triple entendre, by the way. It's when it's the words have 2 meanings, and then there's also it has to be a photo of some sort involved, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, the question is the Copper Mule, and why is it Moscow? Let me tell you. So you got to go back. So Jack Morgan, he is running a bar called the Cock and Bull, and on the side, he is trying to create his own ginger beer. The problem is he doesn't have really anything to do with it. So that's where his life is. Well, lo and behold, you got another guy literally walking into the bar, John Martin, and he is basically like kind of down on his luck, the woe is me, how it works. You go into a bar and you sit down and it's like, oh, and the bartender's like, cry on my shoulder. What's going on? Well, he starts telling the story about he he's basically a rep for this new distillery, and he can't move this product because nobody wants this vodka brand that is, coming into the U.S. And he says, well, what is it? And he explained that he's working for this company called Smirnoff, and he doesn't know what to do with the vodka. And of course, the bartender, he's sitting there, and in his head, he's crying because he's making ginger beer. He's literally got cases of it in the basement, and he doesn't know what to do with it. And then, if that wasn't enough, if you wanted the whole Hallmark movie moment, here comes Sophie Balzinski. So Sophie Balzinski, she's coming in, and she is from Russia, and she has been sent over with her husband, and basically the family has sent them over to try to make it in America. And what do they send them with? They don't send them with money. They don't send them with anything else. They send them with basically all of these copper mugs that the family has made in Moscow. See, everybody thinks the Moscow Mule is a Russian vodka drink, and that's where the Moscow comes from. That's not it. The Moscow comes from the fact that the Denver's fired up. He's up.
Yeah, we have a new visitor.
Oh, who's here?
Some gentleman.
Oh, come on in.
Right.
Slugger.
Oh my gosh. We got, come on in. You want to sit in the camera's view, or do you want to be out of the camera?
Either way, I was taking video of the house as we were coming up. I was like, I just wanted to see if this was really real.
Absolutely. Here.
Have a
Have a seat. We got, look at this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got people. We got pups. Oh.
I don't want.
Folks, I told you, I knew it was going to wake up. I can feel the energy. We're coming back alive.
There you go.
We have only been going for 11 hours now. Only 11 hours.
He's the coolest dog.
We are in
He's
the
actually
midst
cooler than Denver.
of we are in the midst of the Moscow Mule cocktail. But wait, to be fair, we are actually about to make the Kentucky Mule, which is the #1 riff. So I'm going to get you caught up real quick. So what we're talking about is the history of the mule. All right. So the mule, a lot of people think the Moscow Mule has to do with vodka from Russia that was turned in. But in fact, and I know the two people that already heard the story, just suck it up, Buttercup. I'm going to tell it again because we actually have somebody in live. And so really, this is this ultimate bar story of a bartender, Jack Morgan, who is making his own ginger beer. And he doesn't know what to do with it. And then lo and behold, as I said, right, here comes this woe is me, John Martin, who is a rep for Smirnoff vodka. And he's basically telling the bartender, Jack, I don't know what to do with this vodka. I can't get rid of it. Nobody wants to buy it. I don't know what to mix it with. Nobody's going to drink Smirnoff vodka. And then if things couldn't get any crazier, in walks Sophie Balzinski. And Sophie basically was shipped to the U.S. with her husband, and they were sent to make it rich. And they gave, the family said, here, take everything we've ever made. Well, what they made, their family made copper mugs. And they were from Moscow. And they basically loaded them up and said, go to the U.S., sell these mugs, and make us rich. So here she sits at the bar saying, how do I sell a copper mug? And then the three of them basically drink enough and say, I got an idea. Let's take that vodka. Let's take that ginger beer. Let's put it in that Moscow copper mug, and we will have ourselves a Moscow Mule. And there it was. So the Moscow in the Moscow Mule is actually because the mugs are originally from the Moscow Copper Company. And there you go. Now, most importantly, we probably ought to make a cocktail at some point. So normally it's always in a copper mug, but for looking good and because I'm going to give that cocktail out. Would you like one?
One, please.
We'll make one in a copper mug. We'll make one over here.
This is very popular around St. Antoninus graduation season.
The mules.
Yes.
So so this is, I was saying, this is actually the number one spin-off, a riff of the original mule. So of all the mules, because we talked about it, there's a kicking mule where you add jalapeno. I'm not going to go through them all again, don't worry. But the bourbon mule, the Kentucky mule, is the number one riff of any mule that they do. And it's an easy one. 2 ounces, that's all it is, 2 ounces of bourbon. And we're going with New Riff. Have you ever gotten into the New Riff? It's nice. I tell you what, if you're looking for a drink at 6 a.m.,
It's a good one.
this is your drink.
Well, aside from the espresso martini.
Yeah, that was actually...
Timing is everything.
Timing is everything, my friend. And then you're going to come in with lime. This is perfect. We're going to go 1. Now, what I like to do
Nobody has a lap for him.
is I like to go with the lime in, and then for my garnish, I just throw that right back in. Delicious. Get the lime. And then you're coming in with ginger beer to top it all off.
You have just woken that dog up. He has been sleeping for the last,
Hour?
5 hours?
There you go, sir.
Oh, really?
Right there. Thanks for coming and
Really?
visiting.
Thanks
Give you a
for
little.
You just snuggled
Cheers.
up with Trey.
Cheers.
Look at this.
Awesome.
Folks, cheers. There it is. Garvey, Shear, Nordstrom, right here.
Here.
Oh, that is good. So I never used to be a big bourbon guy, but I have really kind of gotten into it. This is a great bourbon. It's so smooth. And boy, that little bit of ginger beer, that lime, smooth. That's good stuff. I'm waking up now, baby. That is hit.
I'm telling you, the calls, it's the energy.
So we've been getting phone calls all night.
Really?
We had a 2:30 a.m. call.
Yes, we did.
And then we had a 4:30 a.m. call. Is that when Andy?
Andy called at 4.
And
4:30.
about made me poop my pants because the phone's loud. I mean, it's
That's a bat phone. That is a bat phone, right?
it is. Yeah. Well, we got a whole system now.
Yeah.
Well, do I need to make a reservation if I want to bring somebody back?
No,
Yeah, come
absolutely
on back.
not. We are here all day, all night.
until
You have
8.
the schedule.
I have the schedule. I have
Come-
shared the schedule with people near and far.
Come
Come one, come all.
Walk in like you did.
Do you?
Door is open.
You'll have to show them. You know what? What time is it? It's 6:30.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll into the next one here in a second.
Yeah.
So you'll see the transition. So we're averaging 2 cocktails an hour.
Wow.
So we're right on at 6:30.
This is good.
Right.
Right?
Great way to
Where
start
else
Sunday.
What other house can you go to and walk in and basically say, "Hey,
With your dog.
it's 6:30.
on a Sunday.
I'm ready for a bourbon Kentucky Mule cocktail."
With my in-laws asleep in my house,
Oh, gosh.
I escaped.
You're not
I
going back.
confess. I don't know how near and far I'm gonna go online, be known, but yes, my in-laws are at the house right now,
So this
and
is you're welcome to stay.
yes, we're gonna just hang out for a couple minutes.
You've got as long as
I love
you
my
want.
in-laws. I'm very lucky. I'm the second luckiest person to have great in-laws. But
We do well. I do want to give a shout out before we go to the next one. So this was actually absolutely planned shirt for them, because I know no better way to solve the dispute. Of course, in the legal world, right? I mean, that's what we do. So this law firm, this is actually one of the first things I learned there. They taught me how to play paper, rock, scissors. That's how many court cases. A lot of people don't realize that. You know that little weird thing when they're like sidebar and they go up to the judge and you don't see it and they're all like, they're actually all up there like, all right, fine, go ahead. Overruled. So, I mean, that's how it works. You just don't see that.
I believe it.
True story.
Explains a lot.
So the cocktail before was an espresso martini. And that was nice. That was a good.
I bet.
Now we're
do that in a Keurig.
well, we did some. We made some chilled espresso, and the rest is history. A little vodka, a little cream de cacao,
Little Kahlua.
What do you think?
Kahlua. That was good. I'm gonna finish this one too. I think I'm getting fired up. Hold on, let me.
This is pretty good stuff.
You want to taste it?
The bourbon comes in real nice in this too.
Yeah.
Taste. I'm not gonna drink it. You want to taste it?
All right. So,
Maybe one later. Oh.
isn't it nice?
Did you get the ginger beer?
Yeah.
A lot of ginger and just a hint of the bourbon.
All right. Are we ready for the next one? So we're on 24.
Book, sign the book.
Oh, sign a book.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Yeah.
And I'm surprised Nikki's not here.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
Your help is
They're
they've
resting.
they're
their
pretty
eyes.
laid
Resting.
back. They're pretty laid back.
Yeah. It's amazing what they get done. Shelby.
Ooh.
I
I got ahead of myself.
know. Ready?
Hold on.
Thank you, GSN, for teaching me the finer things in law. Now,
I switched to
let me teach
an hour now.
some finer things in cocktails. Cheers. All right. There's their book.
Awesome.
Your cocktail glass will be shipped out soon. So everybody that's donated, they've gotten a signed cocktail book. They get the glass after I drink out of it.
And literally the shirt
And
off
literally
the
the
top.
shirt off my back.
That's a win.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win-win. All right. We're on to number 24. Oh, yeah. All
I'm
right.
surprised she's not here yet.
I'll stretch it out. She'll be here. And if not, we're going to do it. We're gonna.
I'll have to give up the guest seat. This
Nope.
is like
No,
this
no,
is like
no,
an
no,
appearance
no,
on
You
Jimmy
are.
Fallon. I'll have to move
Yeah.
over to the next seat or step off set.
No, you are.
This is a treat.
You are there as long as you want to stay. That's our treat. It's fun to have somebody.
We'll stick her over here.
Look how much louder and excited we've been.
Hi, Denver. How are you?
So yeah, so these two pups get to see each other not every day, but they pass each other frequently.
I need to.
All right, so are you getting the
Is he
stuff?
always that chill?
Oh,
He knows no other way. He's afraid to move. He's afraid to be
He doesn't look afraid.
not sure. I mean, as long as Denver stays in his space, Slugger will be real cool.
yeah,
We took care of all of our troubles on the walk up, so he's chill for a little bit.
Was it snowing at all when you came up?
No, it's pretty chilly though.
Yeah, did you see it snow earlier?
I did not. I missed it. I'm
Oh.
sure you did though.
Oh God, we saw it. Yes, we.
Saw everything.
Up the front window. I'm sure it was right here, real close.
Yeah.
21. You guys are lit up like Christmas out upstairs. I was like, uh-oh, are they up? I'm like going. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to the front of this house.
That's why I told
And
you
then
to come around the back.
When I saw the leaves were raked, I said, oh, this is my spot.
Yeah.
I'm coming right through the back.
Oh, I like how they did this one with the cork, but
Gracious.
oh, they went.
You guys are awesome. It's a lot of production value in that cork.
Yeah, that's impressive. So, let me switch this over. You sit right there. Keep sipping. We're not leaving. We're switching over to the next one. We're gonna leave Northern Row up because Northern Row, you're still sponsoring. Getting in there? Okay.
Where's my spot?
So you went down.
We'll just get you. We'll get you. Yeah. He does that. All right. How you doing, Slugger?
Hey, you gonna say hi?
You gonna make cocktail back there? Hop up.
You went back up. We're not gonna have conflict here.
He won't do anything. He won't do a thing. So we're still here, folks. So, did she make it? All right. We got a guest.
Good morning.
I will slide over.
Oh, you're fine.
No.
Oh no. Good morning. How are
Good
you,
morning.
Gabby?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just a little an hour and a half of sleep. I think
You've gotten sleep?
You know,
an hour and a half.
much more than that, really. So it's great. So he just got here. We just did the mule. He's wrapping one up.
What are we looking at?
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yes. Look at this. Yes, folks. I don't know if you can. You.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I know you can't really see all of it, but the love in the room right now, it's ecstatic. I mean, it's like, when you get shocked, that's what it feels like.
Got it.
Kinetic.
Whoa. Denver likes it too.
So we have a special cocktail coming up here, and this is we'll jump into it, and we'll just go from here. So this cocktail. So let's go cocktail first. I love it. So that timer was for her to know my butt is going to be back because I got a cocktail coming to me. That's a lot of love right there. That.
I mean, I set timers for cocktails.
So we had, while you were gone, we actually had the phone ring a couple of times.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we've had a few calls. We had Virginia. We had California.
Love it.
I know.
Washington.
Washington.
Same time zone.
We had West Coast.
Yeah.
We had West Coast.
Yeah.
I knew that. But yeah, no. We've been rocking. So we woke up with an espresso martini.
Okay.
Went into a mule.
Okay.
And now we're coming into yours.
The Honeybee.
The Honeybee. Mm-hmm. So, little history.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Honeybee actually was in the handbook for host in 1949, Esquire magazine. So Esquire, which is still around, so that was the cocktail magazine. They always would feature cocktails. It was fantastic. But besides that, there's not a lot of history. It's actually really the Honeybee is tied to the Bee's Knees cocktail. So they are, let's call them sisters. Okay. All right. And that one, we do have history. So we have Frank Meyer. And Frank Meyer, he worked at the Hotel Ritz in Paris. And he is the one who created the Bee's Knees. And again, not a ton of on it, but the name, what everybody believes, is in 1949. It was good. It was a really good drink, and anything really good was the Bee's Knees, which I've never understood. Because are bees' knees really that good? I would think there are other animals with better knees than bees.
I don't know.
Like
sweeter.
Well, because is it the ostrich that bends backward? No, the flamingo. So the flamingo. Now the flamingo has some crazy knees. I would think the flamingo's knees would be an impressive thing.
Yeah, it's not as easy to say. Doesn't roll off the tongue.
It does not.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Bee's Knees it is.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
Everything that rhymes is more fun.
Right.
All right. So, anyway, so we just got done doing the mule, and we talked about all the riffs of the mule. Mm-hmm. So basically, if you change a little thing, if you change it to, instead of vodka, if you change to gin, you have a London mule. If you change it to tequila, you have the Mexican mule. If you change it to Spiced rum, it's the Jamaican Mule. The bee's knees is no different. So if you use light rum, so the bee's knees originally is gin. If you change it to light rum, it's the honeysuckle, which sounds delicious. If you change it to rum, that's gin into rum. Yeah, the bee's knees. And if you use bourbon instead, it's a Gold Rush.
Oh.
Now, the one we're going to do is the Honeybee, and that is where we use rum instead. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have another mule.
It's fine. I mean,
But it's good.
It's good. So,
it's 6:30 somewhere,
it
right?
is 6:30 somewhere. So, we're going to do this one. Now, this cocktail. Oh, Shelb?
Yeah.
No, I think I got everything. Nope, not yet. I always want to put the ice, but I'm really trying to do this like this proper cocktail mixology where you put all your spirits in first. I'm really
And
trying.
then the ice.
So yeah, so 5 stories. So we're just cracking the rum.
Oh, how's it smell?
It smells
Are we good
delicious.
with ice?
Yeah. Would you like to?
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. Would you?
Sure.
Yeah. Come on in.
I'm going to.
Yeah. So this is their small batch rum, white rum, which is what we're calling for here. We're going to go with this one. We go clean. 2 ounces of rum. There it is. Then we're going to come in with half an ounce lemon juice. Oh, do we have an orange? Do we have any bit of an orange left? Can I have a half an orange?
Oh,
I just nope. That's all. And then we're going to have half an ounce, which really, you know what? I'm going to say that. Let's use this bad boy up.
yeah.
Because
Makes
he's,
more sense.
oh, look at him. He's been, we just mutilated him with taking all of his little skin off.
We're rendering the rest of that lemon.
Half an ounce there of the lemon. Then we're going to come in with half an ounce of honey syrup, which I made fresh this morning.
What time is Marmor coming?
Noon, 11-ish.
You got a 2-camera shot now. That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll get the port cam, baby. This is no, like,
And I really did-
cut rate. Yeah, we're
Duration.
I was just out of the shot. I was in the shot.
You were. I caught you too.
so half an ounce. And again,
That honey syrup is so good.
it's delicious. Local honey.
Yep.
And
Nothing but the
it
best
is
for you.
so worth making a honey syrup rather than trying to put the honey directly in. It is. We've been down that road. It does not end well. And then here's the last thing that you can do. You can it's not in every one, but orange. You can put just about a quarter of an ounce, which this is what I'm going to call a quarter of an ounce. We're going to go there. Call that a quarter.
That just
Quarter?
kicks it up a notch.
Just kicks it up a notch. Just a nice. It smooths it out. That's at least what I've read in my few minutes. Then a little bit of ice.
I will say it is weird to see you mixing it in a clear glass. It's really odd.
So, do you like it better?
Well, yes.
I like to see
also, it just kind of throws me off. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
nice.
And again, for those just tuning in, welcome. And the reason Paul doesn't do the glass, but we wanted to, is Paul cut his thumb because this is how I used to do it. And then I decided not to make honey syrup. And I made some crazy Singapore, not a Singapore sling, because I know everybody's going to say, oh, Singapore. No, it wasn't a Singapore. This was like some, it wasn't Singapore. It was a Vietnamese cocktail. Craziest cocktail we've ever made.
It had a million ingredients.
Had a million
I
ingredients.
thought it was like a tiki drink, but they gave that a run for its money.
Yes, exactly.
God bless, I love you. Yes. And I spent an hour like making one of the ingredients. So we had barely anything, enough to make one. And then
you go.
I couldn't get the freaking thing open. And I finally I hit it and it busted, glass everywhere. I'm not proud of myself. But we strained that cocktail through cheesecloth to get the glass out and then drank it
later.
And it was delicious.
You know, you do
and
what
I'm
you
still
do.
alive.
Yeah,
you know?
it works.
So I like the glass. This is legit.
Only while I'm still bleeding.
Well, I will also say that
It
it makes me forget to put the pour cam on though, because I can see the cocktail.
See, this is. So there it is. Serve this up just like a martini. Nice and clean. So again, this is you know what? You could say that this is a bit of a riff. Wait, we need to garnish it before I start babbling on like I do.
An emergency?
I do. I will have to do that. So we're gonna, once again, just because we've had a lot of fun doing this.
I have to finish this martini before I take my son to work.
Yes.
Oh.
Did you see the shirt?
Oh, faux show.
We're this one broke a little bit, but we're gonna make it work. Oh no, we're not. Wait, that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Sorry, folks, but I refuse to not have a drink go ungarnished. That is unacceptable in this bar. We are not animals. We have time to garnish
properly.
And this one is a special drink.
Good morning, Peggy.
And we're going to make sure that is just my new favorite trick.
Perfect.
Like that. Is that not nice?
Gorge.
All right. And then, of course, a little emergency. Now, this is a special drink. So normally a riff, people will say it could be like, kind of a sister kind of drink. It's almost the same. What I'm going to do is say that this is a riff. This is a bit of a mother-daughter kind of a drink. This is a grandmother-daughter, granddaughter kind of a drink. And that's because this drink we're going to toast. And this is a toast in honor of Lily Beatrice, right? Manning?
Yep.
Born in Marion County, Kentucky.
Mason. That's all right.
Mason County, Kentucky. November 27, 1952. Went to heaven September 7th, 2021. She grew up a little poor.
A whole lot poor.
Whole lot poor. And as you've said, she probably would have loved a new coat growing up as a child. And in her memory, we're going to toast this glass and know that lots of coats are going to go out to kids. And hopefully they can have some big dreams and a better life as she goes forward. Cheers. Toast to her. Oh, had to try it, but that's your drink.
Cheers.
And cheers. To you, to her.
Cheers, love.
Love you.
Cheers.
Toast.
That's bright.
Is that not bright?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that lemon and honey. It's right there.
Medicinal almost.
Yeah, it is. It's a very
yummy.
upfront kind of drink. I like it though.
Can I taste?
I'll let you have it.
Okay.
So I actually enjoy it more than the bee's knees.
I can see why.
because the bee's knees is it's gin, and then it's so herby, and it's great. I love it. But that with the rum instead,
I bet.
Yeah.
It's
very smooth. I mean, that's a fave. I would do that again in a heartbeat. Matter of fact, Northern Row, they're always looking for cocktails,
That would be a good
and because they put up a few like prohibition type cocktails.
Mhm.
Northern Row hashtag at Northern Row 5 Stores Distillery. I don't know how we do all that. Probably doesn't work when I say it. Wait, does this work? Hashtag. I don't know, but Northern Row, you don't go bee's knees. Everybody does bee's knees. It's so last
so
year.
blasé.
Yeah, I mean, go Honeybee.
It's relevant.
It is. That's what you want. And for God's sake, save the honeybees, right? I mean, this is a whole environmental thing. I mean, it's a double entendre. It's we're drinking and we're celebrating. I know.
We're
it's
using
not.
the honey and we're
using
hoping
the
that
honey.
they
We're
get
saving
more.
the honeybees. I mean, oh my God.
Keeping them in
It's
jobs.
been 12 hours.
Yeah, it has.
You gotta give.
It's
Things are still making sense somewhere.
Yes, 12 hours in.
Can I throw out another jinx?
Ooh, we are hitting the literal half mark. Do you really want to jinx anything? All right, go on that limb. Come on, baby.
I haven't lost my voice yet.
You drink enough of that.
You got enough liquid lozenge.
Yeah.
What? You need to start drinking some of those if you start feeling. They say honey and lemon is what clears your throat.
Well,
so.
if I need it, I'll be ready.
This was a Freudian slip.
There you go.
Yeah. So hey, do you need another? Oh,
The dog needs to go.
all right. You'll be back later.
I want to ask: is there 1 o'clock football a better time? 4 o'clock football a better time? Is there a non-football time that's better?
It is all good. The Bengals do not play today.
They are on the bye.
They're on the bye. That's why we did this.
A much-needed bye week.
So they do need it, and a lot of people don't realize the power this cocktail show has. We called them up and we're like, "Look, you're going to have to redo the schedule, take the day, because this is when we're doing the schedule." We have a lot of people, and they're like, "Paul, we get it.
We love Joe, bro.
We're gonna." Yeah, Joe was like, "Yeah, hey."
Um,
We did a cocktail for Joe Bo.
Yep.
We remember back in season 2.
Yep.
The
I forget.
not Jabral. I don't remember.
It's all good.
We'll see in a little bit.
We'll see you later. We're gonna pick a time on the schedule. It looks like Tiffany might like something, if that's all right.
Fruitier the better.
Yep.
We got some coming up.
She's soft.
It happens.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're awesome.
She's no bourbon Kentucky Mule at. That's awesome.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, she's no 6 a.m.
Awesome.
Kentucky Mule.
You guys are crazy. This is bigger than I imagined. You are literally 10 foot tall and bulletproof in this room. I love you. We'll see everybody.
Tommy, take care. Good seeing you.
Bye.
Thanks for visiting, man. That is great. So, total side note, but we see him every morning. Basically, almost every morning. We go, we take a walk, and we pass him and Slugger every morning. And what's so great is when we go to walk by, he'll drop the leash, Slugger walks off, Shelby and I split like this, and then Slugger walks right through the middle, right down the sidewalk.
We have no choice because he is playing chicken. And
He's doing it.
Oh, he's winning.
There's no
He'll
deviating.
take you down.
So where does Denver walk if Slugger goes right in the middle?
We don't walk.
Oh, that's right.
Our morning walks
That's
are ours.
Morning walks are
Got
ours. Denver has an afternoon.
walk.
Got it.
So he sees them in the afternoon sometimes.
That's
So,
hilarious.
Yeah.
Gotta love a dog with a personality.
Absolutely. All right, so
I love that he brought him. I love that Slugger has been,
in our basement.
he's been in the Blue Monkey Quarantina.
Mhm.
He's been Blue Monkey Quarantine
But he's
nice.
been to the telethon. Not only has
Yeah.
he been to the Blue Monkey.
Oh my gosh, we've got, oh, that was you.
That was me
Good
saying good
morning.
morning.
I'm sorry. I really got to get better at this. Man, we got people jumping back on.
We do.
If people were wondering, good Lord, did you do it? We did it. We're still alive. We're still here. It is 6:56 a.m. We made it through. I do believe that was the toughest part. We had that was a lot of quiet time.
I'm not
No
gonna-
phone
Yeah.
calls.
We're fine now.
Yeah.
We got people. We got neighbors literally walking in the door
Wow.
We have cats and dogs living together.
harmoniously.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yeah, your
12
tongue,
hours in and I'm
your tongue is still-
pronunciation.
Your tongue is still working. Oh,
Smells good in here.
That
Oh, we did.
Is that what
Yeah,
you're
we got a
smelling?
book to sign.
Yeah.
Wait. So this will sound bad, but oh yeah, cheers. I'm like, I'm
But
like
I
saying
already
that.
have one to me.
who would you like it made out to?
Do you wanna? Who do you wanna?
I don't know.
Do you wanna gift it to somebody?
Sure, but I don't know who to gift it to off the.
Do you want to
Wait,
think
I can
about
leave the
it?
name
Yeah.
blank.
That's okay. Yeah. No.
I'll sign it though.
You can play the music and
God,
pretend
yeah.
that you're
But
writing.
you don't have to write it.
Don't write anything yet.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay,
have to.
here. All right.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna.
She's doing fantastic.
Dear
So.
so and so,
Insert name.
you
here.
don't know me,
You
but
don't know
this
me.
is possibly the best intro and autograph book you may ever get. If you're lucky enough to receive it.
ever.
Ever. XOXO. Final. Shipping.
Thank you.
Oh,
Shipping.
Shipping.
I'm gonna go pack my box.
Yeah.
I'm packing your box.
Okay.
Now that's
Double entendre right there, folks. That, my friends, is yet another double entendre.
Creeping up.
I guess.
And here we are.
It's just gonna keep rolling from there.
Yeah, it's going to get worse. We have a lot of. We get people coming later. Like we literally.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Legit.
broke a US
Is that
treasure.
garbage?
Yes.
They have people.
Are you throwing that
People.
little piece away? I thought we might keep that forever, just as a reminder of you ripping. I'm just kidding.
I would like to know where you're gonna remember that is. So.
Alan's got a list.
And I promise you probably won't be able to see that shortly. Anyway.
I'm pretty good eyesight right now.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
So faux show.
Faux show. This
Are
is
we
a
on
good
to?
cocktail.
Are we taking it down? So folks, we've done it. That is literally halfway mark.
Whoop, whoop.
We did it. Anybody awake out there?
Yep.
Barely.
The crew is coming back.
Oh, I see what you did.
I see what you did there. Oh yeah, I went to Oh man, I'll tell you what. We are rolling into what is a great next step.
I'm wondering if you may.
Are we doing several?
Maybe, and one should probably ask the birthday girl over here if she would like it.
Well, we can throw. Oh, hold on. We need to switch.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, we got to flip.
Faux show.
Yep. Hold on. Talk
Wait.
about a nail biter. Boy. Woo! Better tune back in if you want to see what the next cocktail is. Here we go.
Can you grab the juicer?
Oh, can I grab the juicer? Double entendre. Yeah, I can grab the juicer. It's better than what she said. Oh, all right, folks. Coming right back.